Because they're all just a bunch of rabbit stabbers.
Yep. What do you think of the grape? Like the grape?
Grape's fine. I got no problem with it.
Oh, why is it all? The bottle's got like juice on it.
Oh, does it? Yeah. Allow me to fix that for you. Oh, it does. Shit.
Don't know why.
Huh.
Could be because of me.
I think it has to do with my wife. Actually, calm down. You need to remember that you're a dog. I need to, like, rebuild that damn thing. It is, like, leaking like crazy. We are going to re-wick this thing. That's what we're doing. I might even rebuild it. Just because. What the fuck? Get out of here. Hey, babe.
Yeah?
Have you seen your recipes book that came with your little things?
No.
I
don't use recipes.
Well, you can get ideas, whatever. What am I doing?
Zero people.
Yeah, it normally takes like 3 minutes for anybody to even get in
Pizza
here.
chaffle? Paleo waffles. I can make those. Banana bread waffles. Chocolate taco waffles. Wow.
Alright, let me see what I got here. Got this guy. And what are you?
Classic waffles. Yeah, these best purchase ever.
Ever.
Ever. Ever. And I am so full. So down.
Okay, we're just gonna pull these bitches out. Can you shout me out? What's up, OG? There you go.
Huh?
Somebody wanted a shout out. I'm guessing they are a kid. Because only kids want shout outs.
Theo G.
Hi, I'm new. What's up, Brittany? How y'all doing? Bro, you are so old.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. It's the same person that wanted a shout out, so I'm guessing that it's a kid and thinks that someone that looks like me is actually old. Well, here's a secret. You'll learn this when you become an adult. The older you get, the older old gets. No, he's just perfect. Went fishing yesterday, actually. Yep. Fishing's cool. Nothing wrong with fishing. You on your mom's phone? Right on. I'm on my phone. But that's cool. Whatever. Oh, man. Nine years old. Your name is Andrew. Okay. Okay. My brother's name is Andrew. See, look at, you probably won't be able to read it, but Drew. D-R-E-W.
Towel. Towel and a rubber band.
Right on. That's cool. That's cool, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Me and my wife just got home. We just had a little bit of
And the journey begins.
dinner, lunch, dinner, late lunch, dinner, you know, whatever. Whatever you want to call it, I am okay with that.
Oh my God.
No, she's gonna go watch some stupid show and hang out with the dog. And I'm gonna chill in here with y'all while I'm doing this. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're good. So, anybody do anything cool today? What is this? It's Saturday, which is good. Dig me some Saturday. Tomorrow, my band has band practice. We're going to rock out and play very loud music. And it's going to be killer. I'll put that one in a second. You play RC, you fly RC planes. That's cool. Or do they run on, do they have electric motors or do they run on fuel? I don't have any RC planes, but I do have RC plane motors for whatever reason. I came across some and I just kept them. The other day I was walking down the road and saw this one RC plane, and it was about as big as one of my cars. I have no idea what this thing cost, right? But it was massive, and it was like on the back of this trailer that was being pulled by a truck. You know, the truck and the trailer were just parked in this parking lot. And, you know, I just look over and I see this massive remote control plane. I couldn't believe it. I've never seen what essentially is a toy that big. Hey, what's going on, Jake? How you doing? I'm this electric brushless motors, they're really cool. Like an adult toy. Yeah, they're adult toys. You know. talking to these guys about uh, RC airplanes right now. What are you up to, man? I'm actually just started to rebuild my my vape. I wasn't gonna RC Rod Carlos. That's cool. I wasn't gonna, but I was just gonna, re-wick it and whatever. But I decided, screw it. I'm just gonna throw in some new coils. So that's what I'm doing. And hopefully I can get it working as well as my last build, because it was rocking. And I really don't want to strip these out again. Yeah. I've there's a few lives I was doing where I was just sitting in here building coils. I would get up in the morning, and this is while how do I say this? The person that I helped was injured. He was recovering from shoulder surgery. So I hadn't been helping him. So I had nothing to do. I was working out in the garage, situating stuff and in here building coils, and I just wasn't doing what I normally do. So I was in here just being bored, building coils, sitting at home, and so I've got some extra ones just kind of sitting here, and I got whatever. There's this is in there for next time, and got some Claptons over here, some spaced fused Claptons, whatever. They're just I'm gonna have to build some more soon, because I've gone through them. If you got them, it's real easy to just be like, oh, I'm just gonna throw in a new set, screw it, rather than be like, I don't want to build a new coil, I'll just re-wick it. Then you end up with this coil that's just old as shit and way past its time. But I actually enjoy building coils. It's a challenge, and it's kind of like a high stress type thing. You're kind of like, and honestly, I like work like that. High stress type work, which is kind of like why I like building guitars, because you want everything to end up absolutely perfect, and it can be stressful, but I think because of how many people in here too, I think because of my childhood and me being raised in a high stress environment, stress is like home to me. Okay. Yes. New coil. 2.8. Ooh. Right, that can happen. You know, especially if you're, you know, really sub-ohming. You know, like if you're drawing some major amps. And you can you can really waste your time, and that's disheartening. You know, putting all this effort into building the damn thing, and then you go, and it's just all, yeah, you know, that can piss me off. I've had it happen. I've had it happen. That's why it's good to kind of start slow on your heat, you know, until you kind of get just a feel for all the shit, you know. Ooh. Son of a bitch. I really need to get my micro screwdriver kit in here, because they have like, say this is the screwdriver tip, right? They're skinny right up here where the handle is, and it's just perfect where you can actually push it up here, and see how this protrudes quite a bit here. That's a little much, and I can't actually get up here and use it to push on the end of the coil, you know, where the screwdriver kit, it doesn't pop out quite that much, and you can actually use it to push on the coil, and you can actually compress the coils a little bit easier with that tool. I just need to go grab the damn things. You know, they're outside. I know where they are. Just being lazy. But I keep my tools together. I should just buy a set for this. Oh. Getting some hot legs. Some hot legs. There we go. This is one more wrap that I'm used to running. So let's see if I like it. Let's see if I'm wasting my damn time on this. I might just take a hit and just instantly be pissed because I've wasted my time. It might be great. We'll see. Time will tell. Six. Yeah, we got 6 wraps on this damn thing. Normally, I just do everything 5. Everything's 5 wraps, no matter what it is, unless it's like, you know, some really fine wire, and I'm just doing like just a regular microfoil. Hey, why are you being so crazy? Huh? See, you got your fast ears on. You're just being crazy. Come on, what's going on? Look at you. You look like you've been running. Let me see if I can turn this for you. Come here, jump up. Jump up. Yeah, well, we'll see. You know, you can. I'm not really worried about the battery draining fast. I've always got extras. But it's like sometimes you can have a coil that's so wide, and since it starts heating in the middle and goes out, the inside of the coil will vape up all the juice, and you can end up getting a dry hit. So there's like come on. Hi, what's up, Croc? Yeah, I ended up coming on a little later than anticipated. I came home and Rhiannon was like, I'm hungry. So we ended up going out. Went out for a little lunch, dinner, this. And now we just got home. And I've kind of got a little buzz, to be honest with you. I had a couple mimosas, which is not typical. But, you know, I'm not the type of person to be like, yeah, I've had a couple drinks. It's on. Now I have to drink for the rest of the night because I can't, you know what I'm saying. Everybody knows that guy, you know. I know that guy, you know. I can have a couple drinks and be, you know, whatever. But what's kind of sucks is I kind of got a little headache. It's gone away a little bit, but there's just so much damn sugar in those mimosas, man. But it was good. They were good. That's why I had a second one. You know, I wasn't trying to get a buzz or anything like that. It just happened. They just tasted so good. They were using really good champagne and fresh squeezed orange juice. So, bam! It was tasty. Talking about my drink.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, it was tasty. I was impressed.
I'm gonna go to the store.
You going to the store? What are you doing?
Getting couches.
You shouldn't do that.
Well, I'm only gonna get one. I'm not gonna get a pack of 5. Just gonna get one.
Okay,
I'm
well.
really good holding off this long, but I need them. The vaping is hurting my lungs, and it's not the same.
Okay, spank your face.
I'll be right back.
See that back in the day, that was the point. Belligerentness, tuning out the world, and getting as messed up and as crazy as possible. In fact, that was why a lot of people liked to drink with me, because I was like the super fun guy, you know. I I don't do that anymore. Huh, I don't know that dude. You know what I'm saying? Hey dude, what's going on? I'm rebuilding my my vape right now. That's what I'm doing. And I'm talking about how I I I no longer am a belligerent idiot. Back in the day when, my band used to do all the things and the stuff, um, and you'd play some show down in Seattle at some big venue, and all the stuff was in basically included. Um, we hit it hard, and probably especially me, and one of the drummers. We had a drummer that was uh, uh, pretty crazy too. We jammed with that guy for quite a few years, and oh yeah, I mean, if there was unlimited drinks and you didn't have to pay for them and all that stuff, I mean, um, sure. No, I think people say that you remain an addict forever, right? But I don't think I ever was an addict. There's people that um, like they get high or they get drunk and they chase it. You know what I'm saying? Or like they run out of drugs and they start selling stuff, and um, or they lie, and they just do all the stupid things. They have to go to treatment and do all that stuff. You know, I was never that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that to me, that was stupid and like whatever. But like when I wanted to get messed up and party, I did that, and I did it to the fullest. But so um, I don't really think I ever was an addict. Maybe I was. Fuck, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. And I'm just looking at these other dudes and being like, well, I'm not that bad. I don't know. I don't know. But all I'm really saying is I've seen worse. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed getting messed up for quite a while. You know. Moving on. It's awesome, man. I played with a lot of people, but never had a solid band. Yeah, keeping a band together is it's tough. The way I look at it is, the people that want to play, right, and are serious and don't really have, well, the people that are serious want to jam. They're they're out there doing it, and it can be hard to find guys. There's all kinds of people that want to jam, but you'll run into the guys that are like, oh yeah, dude, I'm totally down to jam. Can you get my stuff out of pawn? Or they they just have some problem, you know. And if we were playing gospel and stuff, you don't really run into that problem. you know, everybody kind of has their problems, I guess, but you don't run into the same problems that you run into in the rock world. And you gotta just really be dedicated, you know. You know, it's like I want to be in a band. I'm going to make this happen, you know. And it can take years to find the right dudes, you know, and you might even think you found them, and then it turns out, yeah, these guys jam really, really well, but man, they want to try and steal your girlfriends because they're fucking idiots, you know, whatever their deal is. Subjustify. Forget I'm too old. You know what? I am too old. You know what? I need to listen to you and realize I'm just too old, dude. God. You're funny, dude. So, Brody, you still here? You gonna go live for the 20th time today, or what? Actually, I don't know your schedule, man. But I think I don't know how many times you go live, or I just noticed that about the time I'm, you know, kicking back and chilling is when you go on. You know what I'm saying? You're 16. I think you're 16. Now that's like you're gonna be a junior or something, right? Man, couldn't tell you what the hell I was up to then. To be honest with you, I'd already been doing drugs for 6 years. Yes, I started at 10. But we don't all grow up in the same environments. Right, Croc. That's really the way to be, man. You know, eventually you stop really giving a shit what people think, and you know, especially if you're called to a higher cause. You know, like we are. People aren't going to like the things that we do anyways, you know. because of the fallen nature of man. So, you know, nature versus nurture. Who knows? You know, they've taken people who are twins, you know, and raised them in different environments. They've taken twins and done quite weird things to these people. Often they commit suicide, right? But you know, you can't really get a better test subject than twins, right? If you're going to do the nature route, right? But me, being a person that believes in souls, hey man, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I guess it's not for you. Okay. Someone that believes in souls, you can kind of go beyond that nature thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Ach, you go looking for a job better. Who are you talking to? Me? You think I need a job? You got no idea what I'm up to. No idea. You know? I gotta play it cool, man. I got things going on that I can't talk about. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah. Who's jumping up to tell me how pretty you are? Are you a pretty girl? Yeah. You pretty puppy dog. Yeah. Man. If I would have gone live yesterday when my cousin was here, you guys would have heard some pretty interesting conversations. Wow. he had plans to come over here tomorrow at 1 because he wanted to hear the band jam and stuff. But when I was leaving this place, I ended up checking my phone, and I had a bunch of messages from the boys, and they had been talking amongst each other, and we can't jam until about 6 p.m. tomorrow. So I don't know if that's going to work out for my cousin. This guy is the guy who owned the studio in Seattle, and where we recorded the second album that we ended up releasing. We recorded, more than 3 albums that are out, but the second one, if you're to look at the albums that are released, the 3 that he did the second one. So cool dude, super cool dude, kind of a trippy dude, but I got something in my damn tooth. Probably Mexican food, because that's what we just went and had. Bam. You kiss your dog on the nose. Well, that's touching. What kind of dog you got, man? I didn't even know that you had a dog. Do you still have the dog? Did Brody take off? He's kind of a busy kid, I think. I'm wondering if somebody talked shit to him or something. He gets a lot of shit in his lives, man. People are all constantly calling him trans and a girl, and there's all kinds of stupid shit. Like, just look at the dude, I don't know. To me, it's kind of ridiculous. People just hate, They probably look at his guitar and are like, I wish I had a Gibson. You're a fag. Or whatever, The kid's fucking 16. I mean, Jesus Christ. Seems like he's got cool ass parents. Oh shit, Wolf. What's going on, homie? Bam! Everybody meet Wolf. Wolf is a gangster. smoking? What you smoking on? You smoking on some tobacco or something else? Speaking of, let me show you this. Oh, for sure. I mean, I couldn't imagine like what I would do, if I was, I don't know, but who knows? Because you'd be raised in it and you wouldn't know any different. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when you're young and you're raised in like a fucked up situation and you don't really realize that you're in a fucked up situation until like you go and start staying the night at your friends' houses and you're just like, wow, this is weird. You know what I'm saying? And then you go stay at another friend's house and you're like, wow, this is weird too. And then eventually you figure out, no, it's weird at my fucking house. you know, so. Okay. Yeah, dude, I really like smoking a pipe too. I really do. But check this out. I don't know if you guys can see that. You kind of can. These are all tobacco seeds. I grew some tobacco, and I grew a couple to seed, right? And it just looks like dust. The seeds are so damn small. But I don't know. There's probably a couple thousand in here. I don't know. I mean, this is how big one is. Let me see if I can show you one. They're stupid small. See if I can get an actual seed. And show it to you, if it'll even focus on the damn thing. Maybe that's a seed. I know it's not really focusing. It's kind of looking at my ugly face, but that's the seed, right? So. Yep. I couldn't find them, because I wanted to grow some this year, and then I ended up asking my wife today, have you seen the tobacco seeds? She was like, yeah, they're right here, and they were just like on a little that shelf right there, in the kitchen, with that that little clock there, and then right there, those two shelves. It was on one of those. She was just like, yeah. Here. It's like, oh, fuck. Oh, no, I grew tobacco. It's been a couple years since I grew it. But yeah, I did. I did the whole drying and then curing, and then I ended up rolling a couple, cigars, and then I let them, do their thing, and then I smoked them. Yeah, that's a classic. I say that to her often, very often. They're like, go wipe. Yeah, it does. It does take patience. You know, you have to. There's also another step too. Before you start the drying and the curing, you have to let it. I forget the other step, what it's called, but basically you like kind of sit in a heap or whatever, and you let it kind of marinate. And there's a chemical that's in it that's kind of harmful, and it has these enzymes that are in the plant that will eat that and break it down, and you can, you know, it's safer, you know. So, anyways, you do the first thing that I can't remember what it's called, right? And then you dry it, and then you cure it. Doing another bass lesson for Jake. I don't know if he wants one. You know, sure, I'll show anybody anything that they want to know if I know how to do it. He hasn't asked, so yeah, you know, I'm up for it. If whatever, you know. 35-year-old kid and now 14-year-old. Yeah, my kid is 22. Yeah, when it comes to the decline in society, time will tell on how that plays out. I think that there's going to be some that eat up the evil in the world, and others that fight it, you know. But then there's also those that, you know, believe in like evolution and no God and all that other stuff. And, you know, if you have that worldview, there actually isn't good or evil, you know, and you can't really call anything good or bad. I mean, those people don't actually live out that stuff. I mean, they'll actually say that there isn't a God or whatever, but then they'll still call things good and bad. They're hypocrites. A lot of people, you know, they haven't thought about that enough to even know that that's true. So when they hear people talk about that, it just kind of pisses them off, you know, because they want to have their cake and eat it too, and, you know, but whatever, we're not talking about that. But, sorry. And you're a dog. Aren't you? Yeah. Get your toy. Bring it here. Bring it here. Let's see. You ready? Ready for your toy? Huh? Huh?